to a brand new episode of Straight Show Podcast. I am your host, Calvin, and it is Monday, and you know what that means. It is another episode and another rendition of Music Monday. And you know, guys, it's kind of like, I love music. I just can't get enough of it. And those who are fans of the show know that I'm very particular kind of music. You kind of have to have like it all. And I've been out here in Vegas for about almost 2 years now. And it's kind of crazy because you don't ever think about Vegas having a music scene. But Vegas definitely has some good music. And I just found this person, randomly. And just the moment I met this person, like the first thing she said to me, you like music, and just like came at it. So today's guest, man, she is phenomenal. She's been killing it, and it's been a great time talking to her and hearing her music. So without further ado, help me welcome my guest today, Kuttup.
What's good? It's good. Appreciate you for having me.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming on the Strip Show Podcast. Music Monday. Like I said, the first time we met, do you remember the first time we met? We met in Vegas, and you remember the first thing you said to me?
Hmm.
What'd you say?
Well, I don't even remember.
Oh, yeah.
Don't.
Okay. So let's just say when I met her, she was a little, celebrating a birthday, right?
I was turned up. Yeah, it was my
Yeah.
birthday. Third.
Yeah. So it was your birthday, and so we met on your birthday. And when I met you, like the first thing you was like, man, let me listen to the music. I got some music to play for you, and boom, and all of a sudden we start jamming your music, and I was like, wait a minute, this is really good. So for those who don't know you, you're out here in Vegas. So tell people about you and like who you are and what you do.
All right. So my name is Kuttup. I go by Kuttup. I'm an independent artist. I've been in Vegas since 2009. So pretty much what I'm representing is Vegas. I'm trying to put on for the city. But I'm originally was born and raised, or not born and raised, but born in North Carolina in Goldsboro. So I'm an East Coast baby, but trying to put on for the West Side. And yeah, just showing my people love, all that, just here, trying to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and like I said, man, when I met you, I was like, and it's kind of crazy because like you're trying to put on for Vegas, right? Like
Mhm.
Vegas, really, when you think about Vegas, everyone always thinks about like the casinos and just turning up and stuff like that. So, just can you kind of describe the Vegas music scene?
The Vegas music scene. I mean, I don't really know the music scene, be honest. And when I listen to other artists, it kind of sounds more like California type of music.
Mm.
But I feel like my music, I come off as like more international. Like it's not a really a co-side to my music. I try to like do for everybody.
Yeah, and your music is different. You know what I mean? And like, just because I'm gonna tell you a story. So when I produce music too, and so there
Right.
was a thing on TikTok where we had Timbaland. He asking producers and artists to play their music, and man, like he was like, man, like if the music don't hit in the first 10 seconds, it's trash. And
Right.
like, the first 10 seconds, like, well, you played me like 5 songs, and I was like, man, okay, never mind. Then. Like you had me hooked already. You know what I mean? So it's just like, um, you know, okay, oh, you sound good. Okay, yeah, okay. These first 10 seconds
Played
is
you
like,
like 5 songs. Something
yeah. And I was like, and I had the questions like, is that really you? Because okay. First off, cut up when it comes to you, you have a distinct voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, you really have a good voice. So like, I think that's kind of what makes you a good artist is because you have a very distinct voice. I mean, have you heard that before or what?
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. I appreciate it though. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So basically, let's talk about like, okay, your name Cut Up. How did you get the name Cut Up, and what made you come up with that name?
So at first, I mean, I was Lil Cut, is what they call it, because my big sister, she does music too, but she goes by Uncut Officials. She used to go by Uncut Officials. And like everybody was like, "Oh, like that's your twin, that's your twin. Like you should make her artist name." So she was like, "It should be something with the word cut in it, but you can spell it however you want. So we can spell it like KUT or KUTT." And I was just like, you know what? If it's gonna be my artist name, let me make it. Let me arrange it the way I wanted it. So it was just Lil Cut. And as I grew older, I was just like, you know what? I'm not Lil Cut. I'm the big cut. Like I be in this bitch cutting up. So
Mm.
yeah, so I just switched it to Cut Up, and yeah, I just be going around cutting the fuck up, and people they understand why, that's my name. They see what I do.
I learned it really quickly why they call you cut up, because you do turn up. Like you do cut up, like just like the first night, man, I met you. It was like, man, you were just on go always. Just like you were ready to go. You didn't care, and like.
But that's just me. Even without the liquor, like that's just me.
Oh, I can tell. That was you. Let me ask you a question. So you said that Vegas music kind of sounds like Cali music a little bit, but since I'm kind of fairly new here to Vegas, like, what do you think, besides just the music too? What do you think some big misconceptions people have about Vegas, that besides what they see on TV and the movies stuff? Like, what are some big misconceptions you think about people that have about Vegas in general?
People think Vegas is soft, and I don't really think it's like gives off soft for real. I be in the crib, like I don't be out there.
You don't be
Like,
outside.
I know more. Like I stopped going outside like since last year when I started college. I just been trying to do that and get into the dental field and stuff, and that's what I've been doing. But now I'm trying to get back out there. You feel me? Because now I got the money to invest in my music, so I'm trying to get back out in the public view and stuff. But yeah.
So when it comes to your music, like what got you into rapping and doing, because you rap and sing, like, so what generally got you into music, and how'd you get started?
What happened was like I was like 9 years old, and I started writing poetry. Like I would be at my desk like zoning out because I guess I got like ADHD or whatever. But I'd be zoning out, the teacher be talking, but I'm over here like writing poetries and stuff like that. And then when I turned 12 years old, I had a best friend, and he was like, "Hey, you should try putting it on a beat." I never thought of it, but so I just tried it, and yeah, then after that, I showed my big sister, I showed my other sisters and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, like this is good, this is crazy," like da da da. And ever since then, I just been doing music. And then when I turned 16, that's when I found out I could actually like play with my voice a little, like really sing and stuff. So yeah, I just been doing it since then. I've been doing music professionally since I was 20 years old. I'm 23 now, so yeah.
And when I say y'all, she's really one of the people that she kind of has it, And when you see her music, we're gonna play a little bit of it on a commercial break here in a second. But when you see her music, you see why she's very unique. And then if you can hear her right now, for those of you who are listening, you can hear her voice and see why she's so unique. So we're gonna have a little bit more with Kuttup on the other side of the break. Make sure you stay tuned to the Straight Up Show podcast, Music Monday.
See, I'm feeling yours, and I feel abused, and it is a song, yeah, that I'm okay. See, I'm feeling yours, and I feel abused, and it is a song, yeah, that I'm okay. I'm taking all these shots to the dome until I'm gone. They tell me that I got it, yeah, they tell me that I won. I'm feeling like I'm dying, but my life has just begun. But I'll be okay, yeah, I'll be okay. But I'm not okay. Got no one I could run to. Mistakes I can't undo. Toxic like a gun do. In my head, but I repent. It's a disaster when I'm
tired of the same old boring clothes? Want to support your favorite podcast but don't know how? Well, you're in luck. The Straight Up Show podcast store is finally here. In our Teespring shop, you can find all the merch that tells the world you're keeping it straight up. From t-shirts to masks to even leggings, our store has you covered. Just visit straightupshowpodcast.com and click that merchandise button. That's STR the number 8 upshowpodcast.com.
Our world is made up of roughly 8 billion people. People of different races, different cultures, and different languages. And sometimes being different is often frowned upon due to a number of things. But here at Straight Up, we believe it's our job as people to sit at the table, learn from each other, in hopes of making our world into a better place to live. So join us as we have these cultural conversations. Only on the Straight Up Show podcast.
Hey, welcome back to the Straight Up Show podcast, Music Monday. I am your host, Calvin, and today we have a special artist out here in Vegas with me. I wish we could be in person doing this, but we already met in person, but and when we met each other, she was cutting up. So without further ado, welcome, Cut Up.
Yeah. Oh
to
yeah.
the show podcast. Once again, thank you so much, Kuttup, for like coming on the podcast and showing us your artwork.
Hell yeah, I appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, ma'am. So, all right, when it comes to like your music, right? You know, you kind of started off, you heard a beat, making beats, and like, so how is it that you can do rapping and singing and sound good at both of them? How are you able to do that? And how did you know you can do that?
Hey, when I was 12 years old, I started listening to no, I was 11 years old. I started listening to PNB Rock.
Oh,
And
wow.
PNB Rock, he just inspired me with everything. Like I got him tatted on my wrist, his chain that he
Okay.
had got killed for
Uh,
right there. Yeah, like PNB Rock, just singing his songs, with him along all that stuff. It's just and that's exactly why like the type of vocals that I have is kind of like his type of vocals. Like I can't sing like Beyonce and shit. I can't do all that, but
right.
I can do a little melodic rapping. Like I could do that.
Yeah, but you sound good though. Like, so how are you able to balance it? Like, just because you know you can't. A lot of people, can do that. They can rap and sing. Like, because how can you do? Like, how are you able to just balance it out with when a song when you're doing a song?
I don't even know. I just be vibing. I
Doing it.
just go. I don't know. Whatever is in my head, I just go. Let it go. Like,
Mhm. So let me ask you a question. So like when you're in the creative process of doing your music and
mm,
you got some bangers, you know what I mean? Like um I'm gonna ask you two questions. All right. The first one is when you're making music, w- do you start off beat first or lyrics first?
both, to be honest.
Both. Break it down for me.
Both. Like so, I could be sitting down and all of a sudden I have like a couple of words in my head and I'll go in my phone and I write them down in my notes, and when I go upstairs and I like turn on the studio, I look up beats that's like matches that vibe, and I try to put my words like you feel me in the flow of the beat. Or sometimes I hear the beat and the beat just sings to me. I don't know if you understand that, but I don't know, it just sings to me, and I just be freestyling it really.
The thing is like it ain't trying to like, kiss up to you and nothing like that. But it's just like you don't make bad music. So it's kind of like, how are you able to like perfect your craft so much? Like you say you're just starting out or taking it serious professionally, but like how are you able to like really just dissect and like perfect your craft?
I like a lot of feedback, critiquing, stuff like that. Um, and yeah, I'm my biggest critic. I always want my next song to be better than the song that I just made. You know.
Mm. So okay, so your music, right? You have some, one of my favorite, actually one of my favorite videos of yours is the one like when you were abused, and that was one of mine because I related to it. You know what I mean? Like one of the reasons why I'm in Vegas is because of stuff like that, and like it really, inspired me. So like, what are you trying to do with your music? What kind of story are you trying to tell, or what are you writing to?
Like, yeah, honestly, it's a lot of like personal pain, but I want to put out my stories and my feelings and it just express everything that I feel to the public, because it's like a lot of people tell me that I have helped them get through like dark times and stuff like that. And I just want to be able to guide and lead the lost and stuff like that. I just want to help people through my
Mm.
music.
Like, what is some like basically? I'm trying to see like, okay, so give us a scenario, abused. What were you thinking, or what were you going through when you wrote the song "Abused"?
Man, like so my best friend, like she stabbed me in my back. She was talking all this shit, and she was trying to like just push up on the girl that I was dealing with, and like that girl that I was dealing with, she was feeding into it, and then on top of that, my boy best friend, he had lied to me behind my back, and he's like messing with the bitch that I was dealing with and stuff, taking her to the studio that I brought them to and stuff, and like it was just a lot, and then yeah, I just really don't. I was on some like just fuck everybody, bro. Like everybody used me. They used me for like publicity. They used me for benefits and stuff like that. It was never pure. Like nobody ever really fuck with me, like because it's genuine. It's just
Mhm.
that's what made me make that song.
I like that one, and like a lot of artists, they just make music. They just make the songs and that's it. But you've been able to like not only make the music, but you also make the videos too, and your videos are like deep. So, you know, um, Explain like your videos. Like, why do you get so detailed in your videos? I'm like, didn't you tell me you directed Abuse, right?
Yeah, I direct all my videos.
Okay. So
Yeah.
like, what's the inspiration behind your videos too? Like, what's the importance of just having that extra layer of art when it comes to your music?
To just put out a visual of what I'm really feeling and what I really mean.
Like I said, the one with Abuse, I keep going back to that song, but the lyrics itself was dope, but the video was very like dramatic. You know,
Yeah, very deep. Yeah.
like so, like what was your idea behind that music video for Abuse?
It was just like just to show like internally that's how I feel. Like I feel I'm hurt, I'm like bruised up, like I can't take it anymore and but I just keep going forward, but it's just like honestly like that's how I'm feeling.
Mm.
Like
Okay.
that's just a visual of how I'm really feeling.
Yeah, and the thing is like when you do this stuff and like it does inspire me. Somebody
Mhm.
who's a kind of compared to you, an old head, that
Yeah,
to reach other people of all ages, man, that's definitely a talent. Like straight up, like for real, you definitely have a talent. Um,
appreciate
you music doesn't come easy to everybody, right? But for you,
it. Right.
you've made it come very easy. But there's no lack of understanding that you have some struggles.
Hmm.
What are some issues or troubles you have when you're making music?
Honestly, like my biggest is family bringing me down, not supporting me, stuff like that.
Oh wow, for real?
Yeah, it's crazy, but I've dealt with it.
They don't want you doing music at all, or?
Like there'd be a lot of times where like my oldest sister, which she was my biggest fan, but she is now, we're chill. But she would tell me, "Oh, stop making that music. Like the music you make is for little kids. Like you'll never like, you know,
Mhm.
older people won't listen to shit like that. Like your music's not gonna go nowhere. But like fucking Nickelodeon and shit, like
Oh
it's
wow.
children." And then like my dad just telling me, "Oh, stop wasting your time. Like go get a real job, this and that." So, but he believe in me now. They don't ever believe in you until they see, shit
Mhm.
is really, it's happening.
Yeah, they say they smile in your face and they're faking on the side, so they don't want to see
Yeah,
you shine.
right, right.
But hey, she is definitely shining. Kuttup is definitely shining, y'all. She is gonna be a star, and we're gonna have a little bit more with Kuttup here on the Strap Show podcast, Music Monday. Make sure you stay tuned for more.
Like, I can't keep going on this road no more. I keep on waiting, don't know what I'm waiting for. You don't know how bad that shit affected me. Cut up my heart once again, I watch me let it bleed out. I can't keep going on this road no more. I keep on waiting, don't know what I'm waiting for. You don't know how bad that shit affected me. Cut up my heart once again, I watch me let it bleed out. I keep on praying like he don't get it. Maybe it's the things that I keep wishing. He just wanna show me why I need to listen. I'm better stacking, counting on my digits. Ain't never been the one to play with. Either you fucking with me or you give me. I've been in my bag, I'm in my zone. If you ain't really feeling me, little baby, leave me alone.
It's Monday, and you know what that means. A new artist hits the straight up stage for another edition of Music Monday. Tune in to hear talented music artists from all over the world. Artists like Victoria Silk and Jonathan Valenzuela. Come experience some of the best that music has to offer and see why fans want more. Artists like the rap assassin 5. It's Music Monday only on the Straight Up Show podcast. Are you an up-and-coming artist and would like your music to be featured on the show? Don't wait. Send us a message right
Hey everybody
now.
out there, I'm Sultan Salahuddin from Southside. Season 3 is out right now on HBO Max. Make sure you tune in, and make sure you tune in to the Straight Up Podcast Show whenever you are online. Peace.
Welcome back to the Straight Up Show podcast, Music Monday. I am your host, Calvin, and today we have Kuttup here on Music Monday. What's up?
What's good? What's good? What's happening?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. We've been having a good time talking to you. You've been kind of just telling us about your music and how your voice is just so unique. And then, you got a lot of haters and people really doubting you, but you still push through it. And like, I think that's any kind of like perfect success story when it
Yeah.
comes to music.
Hell yeah.
So, like I said, you're in college right now. You're working hard and you're doing all these
Oh
things.
no, I graduated already.
Oh, you graduated. My bad. You
yeah,
graduated already. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're in the big world, right? And
Yeah.
so like, and then you got people telling you you don't, get a real job, do this and do this, do this and that. When it comes to your music, even if one person listens to it, the other person listens to it, 5 people listen to it, what makes you want to keep doing music?
It's just something I'm very passionate about. Even if I wanted to quit dropping music, I don't think it'd ever be possible for me to even like stop recording music because that's just what I do. Like whether anybody like it or not, that's like going grocery shopping. It's just something you do. Like it's just normal. I don't know. It's just something I do.
With that being said, though, you're going to keep doing it. It's kind of like second nature to you.
Yeah, exactly that.
If it comes down to it, right? Where do you want to see your music go?
Well, I'm hoping I blow up as like an independent, but if not, like I'm hoping I get signed to like new lanes, like PNB Rock's label, and
Okay.
I'm kind of fuck with him. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So, I think I know you don't remember this night, like your girl does, but I do. But I told you some artists. You were like, "Well, who is that? Who is that?" And
Oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah. You were like, "Who is that? Who is that?" I think I told you that Will Smith, or it was you know who DJ Jazzy Jeff was, and I was like, "That's Will Smith DJ," So, and I was like, so with that being said, it's like I guess a decade between us now. Who are some of your? I know we got PNB Rock, but like who besides who are some of your favorite top 5 artists?
First PNB Rock again, just gotta, cause I'm a big fan, and a Boogie with the Hoodie.
Okay.
J.I. is cool, but he's probably not my like top 3. He probably like my top. He's probably like. Let me start over.
Okay.
Okay, PNB Rock, a Boogie with the Hoodie. A Boogie with the Hoodie. I don't know. Like I don't got a top 5 for real. I really just like rock and PNB Rock and Boogie with the Hoodie.
Dang, you can't get like no old school classics. Nobody.
No, I don't like nobody else. No.
Oh no. Okay. It's all good.
Oh yeah. Chris Brown. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So them 3: PNB Rock, Chris Brown, and a Boogie with the Hoodie. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay. You can't get one more? Like throw one more in there? You got one more.
Kehlani.
Kehlani? Okay.
Yeah,
wait, why you got the Kehlani and Chris Brown?
They R&B. I like the R&B.
You like Janae Anakio? What's her name? Janae.
Oh, she hard. Yeah, she hard too. You're Pisces too, just like me.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, your birthday was last month. I forgot. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, man, that's my crush. Like between her and Kehlani, I'm like, oh no, which one?
Right.
Okay, so we have Kuttup here on Straight Show Podcast. Before I let you go, I gotta ask you like a very serious question, and think hard about this one.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing music. You have a following, but for people who are listening to this podcast and people out in the audience, why should people listen to Kuttup?
Yeah, I feel like it's just my music is real. Like I tell the truth. I don't never lie. I tell exactly how I'm feeling. I feel like it's more than me that feels the way that I feel in my music. I just feel like I'm relatable to a lot of people. I feel like people should listen to my music because, every story deserves to be heard. I go through a lot of shit and I feel like a lot of people go through the same shit. And it's just, I never had somebody to talk me through things or hold my hand and guide me through struggles, but the music I make, I feel like I'm capable of that, even if it's not in person, even if it's not physical. Just listen. I'm very passionate about it. Every word that I speak on the microphone is just with passion. It's real.
Man, that was a dope answer. I really love that, man. That's really, like I said, when you had the song, my favorite song so far is Abused. And when I heard it, I definitely can relate to it about people stabbing me in the back and losing loved ones and people not supporting me. So, like, not only was that my favorite song, y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, but that was definitely, I can relate to it because, you know, we've all had these people backstab us, laughing in our face and then, you know, faking smiling in our face and faking on the side. So, Kuttup, you are an inspiration. I'm glad that, you know, we in Vegas. We got to go out to eat or something. I'll treat you and your girl to dinner, all right? So
Hell yeah.
we going to Pizza Hut, okay? So
Do it. Nah, hell yeah.
she was like, yeah, nah, but no, we in Vegas though. You know, you cool people. You know, I'm really inspired by your music, and like I said, your girl made sure that we stay in contact so we can do this. So, but for the people that do want to be in contact with you, how can people follow you on social media, listen to your music, just kind of like, and if you want to take this opportunity to give people shout outs, do that as well.
All right, so y'all can find me on Instagram at It's Kuttup, literally ITSKUTTUP. It's Kuttup, and then on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, just anything that plays music, YouTube, you can find me at Kuttup, but make sure that the K is capital and make sure that the U is capital and no space in between, just Kuttup. And yeah, that's where you can find me. All my social is just Kuttup.
Any shout outs?
And to my older sister, that's my management now. She got me working with her Uno Records, so shout out to her, big Uno in this bitch. But yeah, that's about it.
Hey, baby, you know, shout out to you.
Oh yeah, and shout out to my girl, always making sure that even when I'm drunk, she makes sure that I got them connects like lined up in my phone.
Yeah, I got to give her a shout out too because she made sure we was gonna, you know.
Hell yeah, go find her on Instagram at It's Maddie's World, its.madi.world. It's Maddie's World.
All right, thank you for that. And we're going to make sure that if you're watching the show, we're going to have it on the ticker below right here. And if you're listening, we're going to have it in the show's description. So before we leave, I want to give a big thanks to you for being one of the coolest people I've met in Vegas so far, living out here. And two, you just giving some inspiration to music. And three, for coming on the Straight Up Show podcast.
Hell yeah, I appreciate the opportunity again. And yeah, let's just keep doing this, keep doing what we're doing, put Vegas on the map, all that. I appreciate you.
Yeah, so once again, I want to give a big thanks to Kuttup. Y'all, we're going to have some more. Until then, right now, y'all, we have a lot of Music Monday artists on our website. So make sure you go to our website at straightupshowpodcast.com. That's STR8upshowpodcast.com. There you will see artists like Kuttup, Callie Brooks, and other artists who have been on the show giving their music and telling their inspirational stories, why they got into music. Also, if you want to support the podcast, go to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Straight Show Podcast 318. That's patreon.com/Straight Show Podcast 318. All right, until then, there's only one rule to our show. You got to be
straight up.
All right, and before you go, Kuttup, you got a little something for us, right?
Yeah, I got a little something that I didn't even write it. I just freestyled it. It was about what I was going through during the time that I wasn't dropping music. And I apologize again to my fans, my supporters, like why I went ghost. But I just had a lot of shit going on. But I definitely got a song that's very descriptive enough for y'all to understand. It's called What It Comes To.
All right, there you have it. So once again, here's Kuttup.
For the very first time. For the very first time again. So I guess this is what it comes to. Never thought a day would come, I'm gripping on that pistol. But this is what it comes to. Never put your all in her, that shit might get you. Yeah, took a break but I come back around. Took a little while but I had to get my mind right. Cause they ain't never there when you called it. See me have it all, now they asking me. See I've been going through it, trying to get my head straight and finish up school. Trying to get my dad up out the living room. He said that it's on you, I asked him is it true. He said that you're the only one that's gonna get us through. How would you feel if it's on you? You don't know I'm feeling it so lonely. I can hear the pumping in my chest. Am I running out of time? Am I running out of breath? I'm feeling tired, better go and get it paper. Swear to God, I want me to make brain roll. Don't know why they call it, thought I let them go. Yeah, I thought I let them know. So I guess this is what it comes to. Never thought a day would come, I'm gripping on that pistol. But this is what it comes to. Never put your all in them, that shit might get you. Yeah, took a break, but I come back around. Took a little while, but I had to get my mind right. Cause they ain't never there when you called it. See me have it all, now they asking you gon' share right.